I'll speak with the President, National Association of Nigeria Travel Agents, Susan Akporiaye, on this latest development. Well, one would actually wonder why the authorities have to wait for these companies to threaten suspension before their demands are met. How do you think this can be resolved before other aviation companies choose to take this path?
Good evening. I didn't quite get your question because it's actually very low. I can't hear you very well.
All right, I'm asking about the fact that it's almost become a norm for companies to threaten suspension before the authorities listen to them and meet their demands. How do we resolve this such that other companies do not follow suit?
Oh, okay. I think I hear. I think with the release of the 50%, actually, I don't see any other airline that may want to go into suspending their flight. Well, like you said, we didn't have to get to this point. We didn't have to get to this point where airlines like Emirates suspend their flights while others are probably threatening to do so. This should have been resolved. I mean, found a way of resolution before now, but unfortunately, this is where we have found ourselves. Well, with the release of the 50% by the federal government, I don't think any airline would they will step down any form of intention of suspending their flight, like was earlier reported. Emirates, that was the only one that suspended their flight, have brought back the flight from on the 11th, even though with a reduced frequency, just 4 frequencies from Lagos. And just Lagos alone, but I mean, Abuja have not opened up and all that. So with that, no other airlines would try to suspend their flight, but it is not business as usual yet. The restrictions are still there. The fares are still the highest of the system. So I guess they are waiting for the money to be in their position before they know. And interestingly, the release of the flights by Emirates is just till 30th of September. They didn't release beyond September. So that's them saying that, okay, let's watch and see until the money is in our hands. Then we can now release everything.
What wonders really what the dynamics and politics are for the repatriation of these ticket sales. But walk us through what you think would have been the impact of the suspension on Nigeria's economy and also on air passengers if it wasn't reverted.
Okay, the impact, if the airlines probably have all ended suspending their flights, it would have been pandemic all over again. It would have been COVID pandemic all over again. But unfortunately, this time around, it would have been only Nigeria being cut off from the entire world. You know, for us in Nigeria, it's only aviation, the air travel is the only avenue where people come into the country or even go out of the country. Come into the country or even go out of the country. So if that space is locked up, we are totally locked up from the entire world. And let's not forget what brought us to this crisis in the first place is the fact that we are a consuming nation, not a producing nation. So meaning we spend more dollars than we earn dollars. Hence the reason why our foreign reserve was depleted. The government simply did not have enough dollars to be able to service the airline repatriating their funds. So it would have been really, really bad for us. And then again, let's not forget, UNWTO is in November, where the whole world is supposed to come to Lagos to celebrate world tourism. So, and with that situation, with that problem hanging over our head, I don't think UNWTO would have been a smooth ride. IATA is clamoring every day. Everybody is just on Nigeria to make sure this fund was released. So I think apart from the agitation by the travel agency community, by myself and the travel agency community generally, and Nigerians, because we are affected, Nigerians are also affected. This is school year, and students can't go to school. A lot of them are still around because they can't afford the crazy fares of the system. So aside that, Nigeria had an image to keep. They wouldn't want UNWTO to take place in Nigeria with this problem hanging over our shoulders. So there was a lot at stake. So I think it was necessary for them to have taken that step of releasing 50% of that funds.
Well, we're looking forward to how much impact the CBN intervention will have in the aviation sector in the coming days. Susan Akporiaye is the President, National Association of Nigeria Travel Agents. Thank you for talking to us on the news tonight.
Thank you.